Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the USF Bulls offense will have first crack at this one. Leaves it with the back. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Bulldozes his way through. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing.
He's got it! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's sacked. He's got his man. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, USF! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Sapp. Going downfield for the big play. Pick off! What a play by this defense! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to...
Got some room in under the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
And some room to work. Good, solid tackle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Sapp. Fires left. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's 2nd in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Red pass hits complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. The snap sets up the throw. Into the house. Touchdown Bulls. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He lets one fly deep. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's set. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. He'll pull it down and run.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Look out, he's got room. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the... Touchdown, South Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Back to throw, it's Sapp. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's sacked. Quickly complete. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Complete to the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Noles in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Jukes his way for more. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. And this one is perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Dropping back, it's sack. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Let's it fly. Working that left side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Seminoles are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down and more. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Creates a little space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally,
There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, it's 3rd and short, so you look for your easiest throw and easiest completion. That's to the tight end. He makes the catch, and you move the chains.
Shakes off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it to the back. Turning it on. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
He'll pull it on the read. Running to Green. He's running free down the middle. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Noles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up 14 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. The Bulls come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Wolf. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's got the tight end. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock